Well, the words Parkinson's and boxing just don't seem to belong in the same sentence, but some Islanders living with the neurodegenerative disease will be lacing up or velcroing up the boxing gloves this weekend in Summerside. However, there won't be a single punch thrown. It's the movements and motions of boxing that are believed to slow the progression of the disease. A Summerside Boxing Club and the local Parkinsons group have invited those living with the disease to a free trial class that's coming up this weekend. Now, joining me here in the studio are Natasha McCarthy. And Natasha and I have spoken before about living with Parkinson's at such a young age and receiving that diagnosis. And also joining us here in the studio this morning is Richard Arsenault from Island Impact Martial Arts and Boxing in Summerside. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Appreciate you coming in. And Natasha, why don't we start with you, because we did have a conversation, but if we can revisit some of that. You're 38 years old now. When were you first diagnosed with Parkinson's?
I first heard the words Parkinson's 2 years ago, last weekend actually, and then tried a treatment plan for a period of time, and it'll be 2 years in September that I was officially diagnosed.
And what has life been like with you since receiving that diagnosis?
Challenging sometimes, but better than before I had it. When you don't know what you have, you can't treat it. So life got easier in a sense in that way once I got some good medication that worked.
And what kinds of adjustments have you had to make in your life over those last years?
Well, I had to give up working. I actually had to give up working before because my fine motor skills and things weren't working so great in my right hand, and among a bunch of other stuff, with the assumption that once they figured out what was wrong, I'd go back to work. But sadly, that didn't end up happening. So it's been I call it a loss of identity, not working when you kind of worked hard for a career your whole life, but I get to stay home with my girls instead, so such is life. And
you're blogging, you're chronicling your journey online, but I know staying physically active has been a big focus for you. We've talked about your running in the past. Can you talk about boxing for Parkinson's therapy? How did you discover this?
Boxing, I know it sounds crazy, and some people at first when I mentioned it were like, a bunch of Parkies boxing, that's crazy. But there's a program that came out, it's been all over the news, called Rocksteady Boxing in the U.S., and it's taken off. They now have a training center down there where they're teaching other people to offer the program, and it's coming to Canada for the first time. I think Toronto's where they're getting a center, but you see the stories on it, and these people, some of them couldn't walk when they went in, and they're walking unassisted after they are doing the program on a regular basis. They're reducing their medications, and I mean, overall, the only way to slow progression of Parkinson's is proven to be physical activity. So
how do you understand, or what do you understand that the therapeutic benefits are of boxing and the movements of boxing?
Well, you're constant, I guess. I mean, I haven't tried it yet.
Right.
But from what I read and what I see, they're doing a lot of things that work on your balance, which is obviously, a big issue, especially for people that are farther progressed. You're light on your feet and you're kind of bouncing around. And so that's great for balance, and it keeps your strength up, which, often we get muscle weakness in different areas. So from what I assume will happen is all around it should be just fun, if nothing else, but it should help everybody's mobility a bit.
Well, you've already got the gloves on here this morning. We're going to get a demonstration in just a moment, courtesy of Richard Arsenault, who's with us as well. And Richard, you own that boxing club in Summerside. Why did you decide that this was something you wanted to offer, a free boxing for Parkinson's class this Saturday?
Because I think that it could be
Well, sorry, Richard, your microphone's not working there. Maybe we'll tinker with that. Richard, would you mind moving to that microphone right up there that we're going to get you to do the demonstration now? We're just going to... There we go. Sorry, Richard, I'll re-ask that question. Why is this something you wanted to offer on Saturday?
I know that if I had Parkinson's, I know I would definitely be trying anything I possibly could to, make myself better, so, or at least give myself a chance to, instead of going down the dark road it could be, right? So boxing, I think, is an amazing sport, and if it can help someone, awesome. Natasha's just recently met her, and I think it's a great thing that she's doing. So.
And how's it going to work on Saturday? You have some people at the gym helping out?
We got, I think I got about 10 people that are coming, great people that are from our gym. Our gym's it's not like a regular gym, it's more, people sit around and they chat at our gym. You know, after class, before class, they come 20 minutes for. You know, it's more sociable, and then they train hard, and then sociable after. So everybody in our gym is amazing people. So. They're going to offer their time to come in and give us a hand on Saturday so they can work individually and help out anybody that's there as well. So,
and Natasha, I know you've put out the call letting people know that this is happening. What's the response been like?
It's been really exciting, actually. There's a lot of people that didn't think they could make it to Summerside. Most of our members are far more east, but we've got people willing to carpool, and you know, we've got everyone from young onset like myself and Dan Steele, and right up to we have one gentleman coming that uses a walker, and he's super excited about it, and yeah, it's awesome.
Is registration still open? Is there still room?
Well, we're just hoping that anybody that wants to come will show up on Saturday. We certainly did, you know, I put it out there asking to let me know if they were coming, just so we'd have an idea to give Richard how many people would come. But I know we have probably at least 12 or maybe 15 that'll come. We have some support people that are coming as well. So, yeah.
And you have another fundraiser coming up you wanted to mention.
We do. The PEI chapter of the Parkinsons Canada has an annual event. April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. So it's a good time to have our Porridge for Parkinsons, it's called. It happens next Saturday, the 16th, from 8:30 to 11 at Jack Blanchard Hall on Pond Street. And it's a seated breakfast that's served tableside, and it's offered by donation at the door. We have a kid zone with lots of fun for the kids, so it's really a family event. And it's nice because we do it not only to raise money, but to also educate people, and it's a social aspect because a lot of people with Parkinson's withdraw socially, and the money that's raised this year will all stay in PEI for programs for people with Parkinson's, like our weekly movement class that we have, and things like boxing if it takes off. So,
and this is a free program, we should say, this weekend. Saturday around noontime, is it?
It's Saturday at noon, and Richard is kind enough that he offered to do the trial class for us for free, and hopefully it takes off and we'll be able to do something more regularly in Charlottetown afterwards. So, well,
look, we have about a minute here for a demonstration. You've got the gloves on. Richard, would you mind, and Natasha, would you mind joining Richard at that microphone to maybe run through we'll get Richie, Mitch, I think we just need to turn that microphone around a little bit. And yeah, if you can give us a demonstration, some of the things you're going to run through on Saturday there, Richard.
I don't get to hit people on Saturday.
There's no contact in the studio either, please.
Me only.
Stay out of the way, Mitch.
Okay, quickly, you're going to have your foot, you're going to put, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Okay, you're going to take your right foot and you're going to put it in your back. You're going to put it in the back, yep. You're going to have your hands up. Okay, so this here, your front hand is actually a jab, so it's going to be your number one. We're just going to call it number one and make it simple. Okay, number one, number two, there you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh yeah, there you go, 1, 2. Boom, good, very good. Always keep them hands up though. Again, you're going to believe it or not, you're going to see how tiresome this gets. Yeah. We're going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ready? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's ready to go pro. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's try 6.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Good. Let's go 10. Let me get tired. Whoa! 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, Natasha.
Awesome.
Very good.
Good. And she was light on her feet there as well. How did that feel, Natasha?
My legs are a little shaky in that position, but otherwise, yeah, it's good. I want to box with my husband now.
I don't know if the gloves you can take home or not, but
they are hers.
That was
Those are her gloves now.
A fun demonstration. So again, Saturday noontime at the gym in Summerside.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And where's your gym located, Richard?
Travelers Rest, just about a couple of minutes down from the roundabout. Everybody's welcome to come.
Island Impact Martial Arts and Boxing. That's offering the free sessions. That's Richard Arsenault and Natasha McCarthy from Mount Albion's been living with Parkinson's for the past 2 years, helping to organize the Boxing for Parkinson's free therapy class in Summerside. Thanks to you both for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I mentioned Natasha updates a fantastic blog about her journey living with Parkinson's and has done so for a number of years. And we're going to send out a link to that blog on our Twitter feed at Island Morning.